Yasmin Savani Bhutani
Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani
Atmaiva Bud Vijanata
Atmaya Bud Vijnanata
Tatrako Moha Kashoka
Tatra Ko Moha Kasuka
Ekatva Manupashyata.
Ekatvam Manupashyata.
Hey, your turn.
Okay. Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani
Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani
Atmeva Bud Vijnanata
Atmaiva Bud Vijanata
Tatra Ko Moha Kasuka
Tatrako Moha Kashoka
Ekatvam Anupashyata.
Ekatva Manupashyata. To read the translation.
Yes, one who always sees all living entities as spiritual sparks, in quality one with the Lord, becomes a true knower of the things. What then can be illusion or anxiety for him?
So last week we were reading in the purport, and Prabhupada was talking quite a lot about this, expanding on this word ekatvam, which means oneness. And he was saying that many people misunderstand this word to mean that we are God, that that God and us, the souls, are one. Yeah, one in quality, Prabhupada explains, but not one in quantity. But then he also explains that the real oneness is a oneness of interest, that we as the soul have one interest to please the Lord, to try to give enjoyment to the Lord, rather than he explains how an illusion, because this verse also mentions illusion. So in illusion, we try to find our own enjoyment separate from the Lord. But the real ekatvam, real oneness, is that we give enjoyment to the Lord, and in doing that, we automatically enjoy. But that our primary focus should be to give enjoyment to the Lord, and just forget about our enjoyment, and just focus on His enjoyment. And by doing that, then as a byproduct or a side benefit, we're automatically going to enjoy. So that's something he's been focusing on, and even what we're going to start to read now is still talking a little bit about that interest. Okay, so we can continue there. So it's the second to last paragraph.
The results of our activities must be used to serve the interest of the Lord and not for any other purpose. Only by serving the Lord's interest can we perceive the Atma Bhuta interest mentioned herein. The Atma Bhuta interest mentioned here in this mantra and the Brahma Bhuta interest mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, verse 18.54, and are one and the same. The Supreme Atma or soul is the Lord Himself, and the minute Atma is the living entity. The Supreme Atma or the Paramatma alone maintains all individual minute beings. For Supreme Lord wants to derive pleasure out of their affection. The Father extends Himself through His children and maintains them in order to derive pleasure. If the children obey the Father's will, family affairs will run smoothly with one interest and a pleasing atmosphere. The same situation is transcendentally arranged in the absolute family of Para Brahman, the Supreme Spirit.
So there's some very interesting points mentioned here. Yeah. So in the verse that we're looking at, the words Atma Bhuta are there. So Atma means the spirit soul is the Atma. Atma can refer either to the body or the mind or the soul, depending on the context. So the self. So Atma means the self. So depending on the context, it can refer to the body or the mind or the soul. And we've just been reading on Thursdays from the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is Dhyana Yoga, which is also commonly known as Astanga Yoga. So Krishna's talking about the Astanga Yoga system.